Going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It is the 18th of January 2025. We're taking a look here at Aerodrome Finance Saturday morning early. We have markets pulling back after a legendary week, basically a V bottom across the board here for stocks, cryptocurrencies, as well as Aerodrome. So let's take a look here at the charts, talk about a couple other things, and we'll wrap this video up here. So from our bottom around 88, we had a rally all the way up to the top tick there, about 57%, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days, we'll call it 57%. Crazy. 88 up there to, let's see, about $1.38 for Aerodrome. Is the bottom in? You have to let me know down in the comments. We are getting some pushback here. We have a line drawn on the chart, represents basically the neckline of a larger head and shoulders pattern here. So we broke through that neckline on the 8th of January, pulled all the way back down to 88 and V-bottomed in about 4 or 5 days all the way back up, where we're finding some resistance at the lower end, the underneath side of that line. Thursday, Friday as well here as Saturday. You can see these candle wicks above and getting pushed back down. We're getting some pushback here. So, what was once support flipped into and now is flipping into resistance. So just, super basic stuff you see on the chart. The key here is what I would like to see, what I'll be watching here for Aerodrome is where in here does this thing stop pulling back, print a higher low, and from there, we're going to look for another breakout rally to the upside. We want to take out the highs over here, our most recent high. So speaking about that, where could the higher low come in? Well, we could come in where we're basically at today. 123.5 is this blue line here. If we close above that, that could be a higher low, act as support, and then we could rally into the rest of the weekend, early next week. If we continue to pull back below 123.5, the next level I have is way down here at 108.6. So that would be quite the pullback. Obviously, time will tell, but that would be quite the pullback if the price found itself down there. But that would be a level of support. That's 1.086. Below that is basically $1, 1.005. So 108.6, 123.5, and then above the market would be 130.47. So those are the 1, 2, 3 levels. Be keeping an eye on here as we start the weekend, and we'll see, how these markets pull back. So that's what we want to see. We want to see a higher low printed, and then we'll look for that next leg to the upside. So somewhere up in here, a higher low, let's call it 123.5. Maybe it's a day or two there, and then we start to rally, making another higher high, taking us up to basically that 159, 160 level, which is very important for this product, for Aerodrome, for this chart. So let me know, where do you think this thing is going to pull back to? Do you think it's going back down to 108.6? Most of you, of course, will not. Or do you think it's going to find support here today, right around the 123.5? That would be nice to see. Something would have to hit the markets pretty hard if we're going to get down to 108.6. But hey, anything is possible here. Let's see. So yeah, if we rally here today, let's say we rally and get a nice surprise, we want to break above this neckline. So that is going to be, if it was today, that would be basically right around 135-ish. Our most recent high is on the Thursday, the 16th, and I can't see that level on my chart. Give me 1 second here. That high would be right here, and that would be 138. So that's something to keep an eye on as well if these markets do turn and rally today, leaving a large candle wick below the market. And that's about it for Aerodrome, guys. If the price starts to find itself back down here at 108.6, maybe even 1.005, we're going to talk about some new lows, some new low targets down in this area. We do have 82.57, but there will be other ones down here. But that's if the market really, really turns south. But until that happens, there's not really a need to discuss those lower prices. Right now, we have a nice V bottom. We still have a major lower high though. So let me show you this here. So we have basically a double bottom here. We have a lower high. We have a lower low. So far, we have a lower high. So this thing is in a downtrend. Just understand that. Now, this can pull back here, like I said. Let's call it 123.5. Find support, print a higher low, and then turn and print a higher high. And this would give you that confirmation of a change in trend back to the upside. Just because we have a big V bottom rally here doesn't mean the bottom is in. It also doesn't mean that the trend has changed yet. It has signs of it and it's looking like it, but what we want to see, what I want to see, is a higher high. So that's what we're watching here on this chart. Let's drop over to Bitcoin. And don't forget to let me know your thoughts on Aerodrome and the rest of the market down in the comments. So very nice week, of course, in Bitcoin. We actually moved all the way up, not all-time highs yet, but man, we got close. We're finding some pushback, some resistance at the 104,622. Very normal. This is one of my levels here. We took out the highs over here from the 7th. We traded above, closed below. So, got solid resistance here at 104,622, as well as today we poked our head up there and we got pushed back down. So we have some market resistance at 104,622, 42. Hey, this is how these levels work, guys. Next level, we got to take out the highs from the 17th at 108. And assuming we do that, 116 is where we're going next. 116,834 to be exact here. Guys, thanks for watching. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Are these markets about to break out to the upside again, making new all-time highs for Bitcoin, taking us up to 116,834, and we do have a target up there at 130,000. Exciting times. What we have here for Bitcoin, unlike Aerodrome, is we do have a new higher high. So we actually took out the lows and then flipped and rallied and made a higher high. Sometimes you'll see the markets do that. All right, guys. All links are down below. You guys have a great day.